Before we get into Musaf Lashabat, Rash Chadash, the additional service for the Saturday and the Saturday at the beginning of the month, let us think of how our impulses and abilities may be stratified for use not only on the 5 planes of existence, but to really bond with the Creator. 3 steps are taken backwards, and 1 remains standing with your feet together. Ki Shem Yahweh Akra Habu Gadol Lalhinu Adni Shupti Tuptuch Rapi Yagyed Tahlatuk. When I call on the name of God as a verb and noun, ascribe the greatness to the deity of this place. Deuteronomy 32:3. Leader of the community, open my lips that my mouth may express the praise that is subdued to you. So it's not just praying to God, praying in God's way. Psalm 51:17. And this next part is called the Abut. And again, we have this bending the knees at Baruch, bowing at the hip at Atah, and straightening with Yahweh. Baruch Atah Yahweh Alhinu Walhi Abutinu Alhi Abraham Alhi Yitzchak Walhi Yaaqub Hal Hagdul Hagbur Wahnura Al Aliyun Gumul Chasdim Thubim Wakuna Hakol Wazuker Chasti Abut Wambia Gwal Labni Beniham Laman Shamu Bahba. And if it's the first 10 days of this being said at night, of the 7th month, Zakurnu Vachiam Malak Chipets Bachiam Waktubnu Baspur Hachiam Lamanak Alhim Chiam. Blessed, bending the knees, are you, bending at the hip. You don't bend the knees and the hips at the same time. God is a verb and noun, standing up straight. The deity over this place, and the deity over the place of our ancestors. The deity over Abraham, the deity over Isaac, and the deity over Jacob. The God that's great, mighty, and awe-inspiring. The God with supremacy, who bestows kindness and creates everything, who remembers the kindness of the patriarchs and brings a redeemer to their children's children for his name's sake with love. So the divine turning to, what they take is the children. Okay. Or the intelligences, the bun. But if it's the 10 days of the 7th month, remember for us, O King who desires life, inscribe us in the book of life, for your sake, O living God. Malik, Auzer, Wamushia, Wambun, Baruch atah Yahweh, Magan Abraham. King, helper, savior, and shield, blessed, bend at the knee. Are you, bend at the hip. Stand up straight, God is verb and noun. Shield of Abraham. And this next portion is called Barut. Atah Gabur Laulam Atmi. You know, you see those talismans that have A-G-L-A. Machia, Matim, Atah, Urab, Lahushia. You're eternally mighty. Leader of the community. The resuscitator of the dead are you, and you're abundantly able to save. And if it's between, if it's Shemini Atzerez, or Passover, Mashib, Haruch, Wamurid, Hagshum, who makes the wind blow and makes the rain descend, Maklukal, Chiam, Butchsud, Machia, Matim, Barchmim, Vrabium, Sumuk, Nupalim, Warupa, Chulim, Wamtir, Asurim, Wamqim, Amuntu, Lishni, Aper, Mi, Kamuk, Bal, Abarut, Wami, Duma, Luk, Malak, Mamit, Wamcha, Wamtsamich, Yeshua, who sustains the living mercifully and resuscitates the dead with abundant mercy, and supports the fallen, healing the sick, releasing the contained, and maintains his faith to those asleep in the dust, who is, like you, master of mighty deeds, who is comparable to you, O King who causes death and restores life, and makes salvation come forth. And if it's the first 10 days of the 7th month, Mi, Kamuk, Ab, Harchmim, Zukur, Yitsuryu, Lachiam, Birchmim. Who's like you? Provider of the mercies, who mentions his creatures mercifully for life. Wanamam, Atah, Latut, Matim, Baruch Atah Yahweh, Machia, Hamtim, and you're faithful to bring the resurrection of the dead. Blessed are you, God is a verb and noun, who resurrects the dead. And we have a notion there of touch. So Dushut Hashem, the holiness of the name. Atah Kadush Wishmuk Kadush Wakdushim Bakal Yum Yahlaluk Salah Baruch Atah Yahweh Hal Hakdush. You're holy, your name is holy. The holy ones praise you every day and forever. Blessed are you, God as verb and noun, the holy God. And if it's the first 10 of the 7th month, you say the holy king. So Hamluk Hakdush. And this portion's the Kadusha. And this is another part where one says with their feet together. And when we hear Baruch, Kabud, and Yimluk, there's the rising to the toes. Well, not everybody can stand on their toes too reliably, but yeah. Naritzik, one Ktishuk, Kasud, Sheech, Sherpi, Kadesh, Hum Kadishim, Shemak, Bakdash, Kektub, Al Yed, Nabiyak, Wakra Sa Al Zah Wamer, Kadush, 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 Yahweh Tazbaut, Malakul Hearts, Kabudu. Kabudu, Malah, Aulam. Mashratu, Shu'alim, Za, Laza, Eya, Makum, Kabudu, Lamtum, Baruch, Yamru, Baruch, Kabud, Yahweh, Mamkomu, Hawa, Yapun, Barchmim, Wichun, Am, Hamichdim, Shamu, Arb, Wabkar, Bakul, Yum, Tamid, Tamim, Bahba, Shema, Almarim, Shema, Yashral, Yahweh, Alhinu, Yahweh, Achad, Hawa, Alhinu, Hawa, Abinu, Hawa, Malkanu, Hawa, Mushyanu, Wahwa, Yashmianu, Birchmu, Shanit, Layani, Kolchi, Lahiot, Lakam, Lalhim, Ani Yahweh al-Hikam, Wab Debri, Kadshuk, Ketub, Lummer, Yamluk, Yahweh Laulam, Al-Hik, Tsiyun, Ladur, Wadur, Hallelujah, Ladur, Wadur, Nagid, Gadluk, Wal Nutsich, Nutschim, Kadshutuk, Nakdish, Wush Butchuk, Alhinu, Mapinu, La Yamush, Laulam, Wadki, al-Mulk, Qadul, Waqdush, Atah, Baruch, Atah, Yahweh, Hal, Hakdush. And if it's the first 10 of the 7th month, instead of Hal Hakdush, you say Hamluk Hakdush. And there's a continuing of Tuknut Shabbat for Atah Yitzrut. We're revering in a subdued way and sanctifying in a subdued way, according to the council of the Sepharim, the Seraphim. I don't remember exactly what Seraphim means, but it's a type of angel or like unfallen angel who sanctify your name in the sanctuary as written by your prophet, and the one will call to another and say, and then one may recognize Isaiah 6:3 here. Holy, holy, holy is God as a verb and noun, master of legions. The whole world is filled with his glory. His glory fills the world. His ministering angels ask one another, where is the place of his glory? Those facing them say, blessed. Blessed is the glory of God as a verb and noun. From his place, Ezekiel 3:12. From his place may he turn with compassion and be gracious to the people who declare the oneness of his name, evening and morning, every day, twice with love. They proclaim obedience. Hear, O upright of God. God as a verb and noun is our God. God as a verb and noun is the one and only. Deuteronomy 6:4. He's our God. He's our pole. He's our King. He's our Savior. And he will let us hear in his compassion for a second time in the presence of all the living. To be a God for you, I'm God as a verb and noun. Your God. Numbers 15:41. And in your holy writings, the following is written, God as a verb and noun shall reign forever. As your God, O those set apart from generation to generation, look forward to joining with God. And the continuation, that's what we were talking about before, this instead of this. Okay, from generation to generation, we shall relate your greatness, and for infinite eternities we shall proclaim your holiness, your praise, our God, and won't leave our mouth forever and ever. For you, God, are a great and holy King. Blessed are you. God is a verb and noun. The Holy King, if it's the first 10 of the 7th month, are the Holy God in most of the occasions. And this portion is called the Kedushat Kiyum Tuknut Shabbat Ratzit Karbnutya Tweet Perushia Am Saduri Nskya Mangya Laulam Kabud Yunchlu Thu Amya Chiyam Zaku Wagum Hauhabim Deburya Qatla, Batru, Au, Massini, Natstu, Aliyah, One Tsudnu, Yahweh, Elhinu, La Qarib, Ba, Garban, Musaf Lashabat, Brawi, Krawi, Yahi Ratsun, Malpanik Yahweh Alhinu, Walhi Abutinu, Shut Alnu, Bachmacha, Lartsnu, One Thanu, Bugbulnu, Washam, Masha, Lepnik, At, Barbanut, Chubutinu, Tamidim, Kasidram, Wamuspim, Kahluktam, Wat Musaf, Yum Hushbat, Chazah, Nasha, One Qarib, Lepnik, Bahba, Kamtsut, Ratsunak, Kamu, Shuktabat, Alinu, Baturtak, Al-Yadi, Masha, Abduk, Mapi, Kabudak, Kamur. You've established the Sabbath, sunset Friday to sunset Saturday, and found favor in its offerings, and gave instruction towards its commentaries, along with the order of the shewbread. Those who delight in it will inherit eternal honor, and those who savor it will merit life. And those who love the speech that benefits it have chosen greatness. Then from Sinai they were instructed about it when he commanded us, God is a verb and noun, what we take to be God, to offer on the Sabbath an additional service, offering properly. May it be your will, God is a verb and noun, our God and the God over the place of our ancestors, that you bring us up in gladness to our land and plant us within our boundaries. There we will perform before you the rite of our required offerings, the continual offerings in their order, and the extra service offerings according to their laws, and the extra service of this Sabbath day will perform and offer to you with love according to the commandments of your will, and have written for us in your law through Moses your servant. And one would think that one could practice, except for pilgrimage, the rituals anywhere, right? And we have the first 22 letters beginning with the alphabet. Oh, the first 22 words. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it has it in reverse order. I didn't notice that. Okay. T, S, H, R, Q, T, Z, P, A, E, S, N, M, L, K, Y, T, H, C, H, Z, W, H, D, G, B, A. Okay, that's interesting. Ata, Yitzrut, Almuk, Mukdum, Cleat, Malaktuk, Bayum, Hashbiai, Ahbat, Altanu, Wurtsiat, Banu, Urummatnu, Makol, Holshunut, Wakdushtanu, Bumtsutik, Wakrubtanu, Malkanu, Labudtuk, Washmuk, Hagdul, Wakadush, Alinu, Arat, Watun, Lanu, Yahweh, Alhinu, Bahbah, Shabtut, Mamnucha, Rashi, Chachim, Lakpara, Walpi, Shuchthanu, Lapnik, Anchanu, Wabotinu, Churbah, Ayranu, Washmum, Beit, Makdashnu, Waglah, Yakranu, Wanthol, Kabud, Mabit, Chianu, Wayne, Anchanu, Yakulim, Lashut, Chubutinu, Babit, Butchirtuk, Babit, Hagdul, Wakadush, Shankra, Shamuk, Al-Yu, Mapni, Heed, Shun Shutlacha, Bum Kachuk, Yahi Ratsun, Malpanik Yahwa Alhinu, Walhi Abotinu, Shut Alnu, Bashmacha, Bartsnu, Wut Thanu, Bugbulanu, Washam, Nasha, Lepnik At, Karbnut, Chubutinu, Tamidim, Kasturm, Wamuspim, Kahluktum, Wat, Muspi, Yum, Hashbut, Hazah, Wiyum Rash, Hachdush, Hazah, Nasha, One Garib, Lapnik, Bahbah, Kamtsut, Rutsunuk, Kamu, Shuktabat, Alinu, Baturtuk, Al-Yadi, Masha, Abduk, Mapi, Kabuduk, Kamor. You formed the world, subdued to your laws. From before, you completed your work on the seventh day. You loved us, you found favor in us, and raised us above all languages, sanctified us through your commands, and drew us near to your service. Our King, and your great and holy name, you said unto us, and you gave us, God is renowned, our God with love, Sabbaths for contentment, and new moons for atonement, because we sinned before you, we and our ancestors, our city was destroyed, and the holy temple was made desolate, our honor was exiled and glory was taken from the house of our life. That Bar Kokhba rebellion was horrible. They tried killing all the Jews in the land, and the Romans just came back on them very hard. So the fourth temple, the second Jewish temple, but the fourth, there were 2 Israelite temples, and then there was a sacrifice under Moses, so that makes 9 total sacrifices, because the rededication of the temple of the Maccabees, 2 cows after the after about 540 something or 550 BCE, when they were rebuilding the temple, and then before that the Solomonic temple too. And so we cannot fulfill our responsibilities in your chosen house. Okay, some of them can be fulfilled elsewhere, right? In the great and holy house in which your name was called, because of the hand that was sent against your sanctuary, may it be your will, God is a verb and noun, but we take to be our God, and the God over the place of our ancestors, that you bring us up in gladness to our land and plant us within our boundaries, that we will perform before you the rite of required offerings. So see, it's all about doing what's right there. The continual offerings in their order, and the extra offerings according to their laws, and the additional service offerings of the Sabbath and of the day of the new moon. The waxing crescent is sighted. It's not the same thing as it can be the sunset that is nearest to the new moon or after the new moon moment, but it's not always. Sometimes it's the next night that the crescent is sighting. But we will perform and bring near to you with love, according to the commandment of your will, as you have written for us in your law through Moses, your servant, from your glorious expression, as it is said. And it's quite a long one. And if it's a regular Sabbath, continue with Wabiyum, Hashbat, Shani, Kubshim, Bani, Shana, Temimim, Washni, Ashranim, Salt, Mancha, Blula, Bushman, One Saku, Alt, Shabbat, Bushbatu, Alt, Hetmead, One Sukkah, Yishmachu, Bum Lakutuk, Shumri, Shabbat, Wakure, Anag, Makdashi, Shibayai, Kulm, Yishbao, Wheats, Angu, Mathubak, Wab Shibyai, Ratsit, Bu, Wakdashtu, Chumdut, Yum, Autu, Rat Zakur, Lamasha, Brashit, Alhinu, Walhi, Abutinu, Ratsa, Bum Nuchtanu, Qadshanu, Bum Tsutik, Watun, Chulkanu, Batortuk, Shibanu, Mathubak, Washmachnu, Bishwatik, Wathur, Labnu, Labduk, Bumped, Chilanu, Yahweh, Alhenu, Bahbat, Wabratsun, Shabbat, Kadshuk, Winuchu, Bu Yashral, Makdashi, Shamak, Baruch Atah Yahweh, Makdash, Hashbat. And that's not one of the occasions where Baruch is a bend at the knee and then a bend at the hip for Atah or Yahweh, standing up straight. In the time of the Sabbath, 2 lambs of their first year, unblemished, and 10 ephah of fine flour for a meal offering mixed with olive oil and its pressed juice libation, and the elevated offering of the Sabbath must be on its particular Sabbath in addition to the continual lifted up offering and its pressed libation. Numbers 29, 9 to 10. Okay, I'm not sure the measure of this. And they should rejoice in your kingship, while they should be subdued by your kingship. Those who observe the Sabbath call it a delight. The people that sanctify the seventh, they will all be satisfied and delighted from your goodness. And the seventh, you found favor with it and sanctified it. Most coveted of days, you called it a making mention of creation. The deity over this place and the deity over the place of our ancestors, may you be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with commandments and grant our share in your law. Satisfy us from your goodness and make us glad with your salvation. Purify our heart to serve you sincerely. O God is a verb and noun, what we take to be our God, with love and favor. Grant us your holy Sabbath as a heritage, and may the upright of God, the sanctifiers of your name, rest on it. Blessed are you, God is a verb and noun, who sanctifies the Sabbath. And if it's the first Friday of the new moon, we have Yabum, Hashbat, Shani, Kabshim, Bani, Shana, Tamimim, Washni, Ashranim, Salt, Mancha, Blula, Bushman, One Saku, Alt, Shabbat, Bushbatu, Al Alt, Hetmead, One Saka. Some have the following 6 words: Zah, Qurban, Shabbat, Waqraban, Hiyum, Kamor, Waba, Rashi, Chudshikam, Tuk, Ribu, Allah, Lihwa, Parim, Bani, Bakr, Shanim, Whale, Achud, Kabshim, Bani, Shana, Shib'ah, Tamimim, Wam Nuchtam, One Sakiham, Kum Dibber, Shulshah, Ashranim, Lepur Washni Ashranim Lail Washrun Lukbush Wian Kansaku Washire Lukpur Washni Tamidim Kahulkatum Yashmachu Bum Lakutuk Shumri Shabat Wakure Ang Am Makdashi Shabye Kalam Yashbau Wheat Angu Mathubak Wab Shabyai Vratsit Bu Wakdashtu Chamdat Yum Yum Autu Garat Zakur Lamasha Brashit Alhinu Walhi Abutinu Ratsa Bum Nuchtanu Wichdush Alinu Biyum Hushbat Hazah At Huchdush Hazah Lathuba Wal Burka Amen Lashun Wal Shumcha Amen Lishwa Wal Nuchma Amen Lep Runsah Wal Kolklah Amen Lachium Wal Shalom Amen Lem Chilet Chatha Wal Sleechet Aun Amen. And if it's a leap year, every 2 or 3 years they have an extra 12th month. Wol Kaprut Pasha Amen Ki Bamak Yashral Bachurat Makol Hamut Washbut Kachuk Laham Hudat Wachki Rashi Chachim Laham Qabat Baruch Atah Yahweh Maqdash Hashbat Wishral Rashi Chachim. And on the 7th day, 2 male lambs, they're less than a year old, unblemished, and 10 ephah of fine flour. Is it a double handful, or what's an ephah? For meal offering, mixed with olive oil and a pressed juice oblation. The elevation offering of the Sabbath must be on its specific Sabbath, besides the continually lifted up offering and its pressed libation. And we have Numbers 28, 9-10 again. And some add the above, the Sabbath offering, the offering of the beginning of the month day, as follows. On the first, then continuing, on the first days of your months, you're to bring a lifted up offering to God as a verbum down, 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year without blemish. Numbers 28:11, and the grain and the flour offering and the pressed juice libations as mentioned, 3/10 ephah of each bull, 2/10 ephah for the ram, 1/10 ephah for each of the lambs, and wine, well, any pressed juice really technically, for its pressed, for its juice oblations, a he-goat for atonement, and 2 continual offerings, according to the law, Numbers 28:12-15, and they shall rejoice in your kingship, those who observe the Sabbath and call it a delight, the people that have sanctified the seventh, they'll all be satisfied and delighted from your goodness. And the seventh is what you found favor in and sanctified it, the most coveted of days, you called it, towards the creation. And, okay, the deity of this place and the deity or the place of our ancestors, may you be pleased with our rest and this seventh day. Bring forth this month for good and blessing, it is so. For joy and gladness, it is so. For salvation and consolation, it is so. And, the congregation is saying, Amen. For sustenance and for support, it is so. For life and peace, it is so. For pardon of sin and forgiveness of sinfulness, it is so. And if it's a leap year, you add, and for the atonement of the willful sin, it is so. And then continuing, for you have chosen your people, the upright of God, from all the nations, and you made your holy Sabbath known to them, Nehemiah 9:14, and who set forth the decrees of the new moons for them. You are blessed, and God has broken down as you consecrate the Sabbath, the upright of God, and the new moons. And, okay, so it's the people, those who have been tamed of the people of Israel. And one of the words for tamed, surrendered to God, is Muslim. Muslim is a word that, where's it in the Talmud? Is it the Babylonian or the Jerusalem? I think both. But anyways, it's, and, so Muslim is just a modern, is a more, the Arabic word for Amak Yisrael, the people that have been tamed, or the upright of God. The Abuda, the temple service, Ratza Yahwa Alheinu, Bamak Yisrael, Wab Tuplatum, Wahshab At Habuda, Ladbir, Bituk, Washi Yisrael, Wat Pultum, Bahba, Takbol, Bertsun, Wat He, Bertsun, Tamid, Abuda, Yisrael, Amak, Wat Chizyana, Aininu, Bashubuk, Letzun, Birchmim, Baruch atah Yahweh, Hamchazir, Shekintu, Letzion. God is a verb and noun, the deity over this place. Be favorable to the people who have been tamed or taken in the attainment, or with the being subdued of Israel. And their prayer and restore the service to the Holy of Holies, your temple, the firing offering of Israel, and their prayer accept with love and favor. And may the service of your people, Israel, always be favorable to you. There's been people on the Temple Mount talking about, oh, we can't observe our religion if there's non-Jews here. It's like, yeah, you can. The Muslimin have specifically always allowed the Jews and the Christians to continue their service on the Temple Mount. But, what chazina ay ninu bashubak letsyun barchmim barukata Yahweh ham chazir shakintu letsyun. May your eyes behold your return to the landmark. In compassion, blessed are you, God is a verb and noun, who restores his presence to the landmark. And God is omnipresent, but, there's sort of presencing that's different in some places, right? Because God's not limited by space, so, God, or matter or time in that way. But see, you have to return with blessing and all that. You can't, it's not, compassionately. The return to it in compassion, the beholding in a tamed way. So it's not a coming in with force and making everybody be a different religion or some thing like that we keep on hearing promoted. The Huda. And so bowing at Mudim and standing up straight at Yahweh. Mudim anshinu luk shata hawa Yahweh alheinu walhi abutinu laulam wad tsor chianu mugan yashanu ata hawa ladur wadur nuda luk wansupper tahlutak al chianu hamsurim biduk wal nashmutinu hapkodut luk wal nasik shabkol yum amnu wal nap lautik wathubutik shabkol at arb wabqar what's harim hashub ki la klu rachmik wah merchum ki la tamu chumdik maulam quinu luck. Grateful thanks are in this place, for it's you who are. God is a verb and noun. And you bowed with that, and then you stand up straight. So do you just bow at the hip, or and then stand up straight? The deity over this place, and the deity of our ancestors' dwelling, for the dimensions and the ends, rock of lives, shield of salvation, are you from generation to generation? We shall thank you and relate your praise. Psalm 79:13. For our lives, which are committed to your power, and for our souls that are entrusted to you, for your miracles that are with us every day, and for your wonders and favors in every season, evening, morning, and afternoon, the beneficent one, for your compassion is never exhausted, the compassionate one, for your kindness is never ended, Lamentations 3:22. Always have we put our hope in you. The Mudim Durbnan, the rabbis' Thanksgiving. Mudim Anchinu Luk Shata Hawa Yahwa Alhinu Walhi Abutinu Alhi Kol Bashar Yutzranu Yutzer Brashit Berkut Wahudaut Lashmuk Hagdul Wakadush Al Shahchiganu Waqimtanu Kan Tachinu Wat Qimanu Wat Asuf Qolyutinu Letzerut Kachuk Leshmer Chakik Walashut Ritsunak Walabadak Bulbub Shalom Al Shanchanu Mudim Luk Barukata Hehudaut. Our gratitudes are shown with the presence that's to you. God is a verb and noun. The deity of dwelling and the deity of the dwelling of our ancestors. The deity of all flesh. Our molder, the molder of the universe. Blessings and thanks are due your great and holy name, for you have given us life and sustained us. So may you continue to give us life and sustain us and gather our exiled to the courtyards of your sanctuary to observe your decrees and do your will and to serve you wholeheartedly. For your inspiring us to thank you. Blessed is the God of thanksgivings. And if it's the dedication feast, Hanukkah, we have Wal Hansim, Wal Habrakan, Wal Hagborut, Wal Hat Shu'aut, Wal Hum Lichmut, Shashit, Labutinu, Mimim, Hechem, Bezman, Hazah, Bimi, Matihu, Bun Yuchnan, Kahan, Gadul, Hashmune, Wab New, Kish Amda, Malkut, Yun, Hershah, Al Amak, Yashral, La Shakichum, Turtuk, Wal Habiram, Machki, Ratsunak, Wata, Birchmeek, Herbim, Amdut, Lachem, Bat, Thartum, Vrabat, At, Vribam, Dunt, At, Dinam, Nakmat, At, Nakmatum, Masrat, Aborim, Bed, Cholshim, Werbim, Bed, Mathim, Wuthmaim, Bed, Zahurim, Worshaim, Bed, Tabiqim, Wazdim, Bed, Alsaki, Turtuk, Wulk, Ashit, Shum, Gadul, Wakdush, Baulamuk, Wulamak, Yashral, Ashit, Tushwa, Gadula, Waprukan, Kahium, Chazah, Watcher, Kunbau, Banik, Ladbir, Betuk, Wapnu, At, Hikluk, with Haru, At, Makdashuk, Wahdaliku, Narut, Batsurut, Kachuk, Wakbau, Shemunat, Yami, Shanka, Alu, Lahudut, Walhalal, Lashmuk, Hagdol. And for the miracles, and the salvation, and the mighty deeds, and the victories, and the battles, which you made in the place of our ancestors, and those days at this time, and in the days of Mattathias, son of Yochanan, the chief access-controlling priest, the Hasmonean and his sons, when the wicked Greek kingdom rose up against your people, Israel, and made them forget your Torah, and compelled them to stray from the statutes of your will, you, with great mercy, stood up for them in the time of their stress, and took up their complaints, and judged their claim, and avenged their wrong. 1 Samuel 19:5. See, if we didn't have the source, we would think that this is all from the book of Maccabees or something. You delivered the strong into the hands of the weak, and the many into the hands of the few, the impure into the hands of the pure, the wicked into the hands of the righteous. Well, the Jupiter principles also don't, the flamboyant sinners into the hands of the diligent students of law for yourself. You made a great unholy name in your world. And for the people, Israel, that were tamed was a great victory and salvation to this very day. Thereafter, the children came to the Holy of the Holies, your house, and cleansed your temple, and purified the site of your holiness, and lit the lights in the courtyard of your sanctuary, and they established these 8 days of the dedication to express thanks and to praise your great name. And some people will say that those 8 days relate to an extension of the Tetragrammaton. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to make this at least one more program.